This podcast is sponsored by ebookit.com, self-publishing solutions for the independent author and small press. Visit us today at ebookit.com. Saturday, August 15th, 2009. Welcome to the Toastmasters podcast, the official podcast of Toastmasters International. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Toastmasters podcast. My name is Bo Bennett.
And I'm Ryan Levesque.
And today is Saturday, the final day of the conference, and we've got some exciting stuff in store for you guys today.
We certainly do. We're going to be speaking with filmmaker Paul Galichia, as well as the winner of the 2009 International Speech Contest.
But we're not going to tell you who that is right now. We are going to let our own brand new president of Toastmasters International, Gary Schmidt, announce the results of the contest live. Here you go.
Third place in the 2009 World Championship of Public Speaking is Eric Rady. Second place in the 2009 World Championship of Public Speaking is Mary Sheen. The winner of the 2009 World Championship of Public Speaking is Mark Hunter.
Ryan and I are here with the current world champion of public speaking, Mr. Mark Hunter.
Congratulations, Mark.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Job
Ryan.
well
Thank you,
done.
Both. Thank you. Thank you both.
Wow. How do you feel right now, minutes after the convention speech?
Still stunned.
Yeah.
It was an amazing competition, so I was in amongst many really competent speakers, and so all credit goes to them. So that makes getting here to this particular position even more special. So I'm still stunned. It's great that it's gone to an Aussie.
Right.
It's been many, many, many decades since the trophy's gone down under, and so I'm very proud to be taking it down under as well, and to represent the DNARs on perhaps the last competition in which we exist as a unit. So that's pretty special as well.
That's excellent. Did you happen to be at the movie premiere last night?
No, I didn't. No.
So you didn't even see yourself?
You were a star. You featured prominently.
You were a star last night, and you were a star today. I'm telling you, Mark, this is your convention.
Hey, oh, I didn't know about that. Yeah, I knew they'd done something back in Phoenix, but I heard that the thing was going, but I had my mind focused elsewhere.
Well, it was an interesting look into how many of the speakers that compete prepare, not only the night before, but weeks before. How did you feel last night? What were you doing last night?
Did you sleep at all?
Yeah.
No, I actually slept quite well because being a DNR rep, I've got to bring 2 speeches, and both of them were ready by the time I arrived in the States. there were a couple of quirky little changes that I was massaging at that time to try and make it work better, and just focusing on a couple of areas, a couple of transitions that I needed to make sure I had nailed. So that's what I was doing last night.
And did you feel that right after you gave your speech? Did you say, yes, I nailed this?
I nailed it. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You know, it had good audience response. Some of the humour was a bit risky, like, you know, ee-haw, lifting the wheels up and acting like a horse, because I didn't know that was going to work. And then my
It
next...
worked.
It worked, because my next line was going to, you know, come on, work with me here, which was hopefully another laugh if that one didn't work. But the first one worked too well. Well, it worked very well, not too well.
The audience stole your second
Yeah,
joke.
they did, yes. They took a stare. I said, what am I going to do now? Yeah. So it's, I mean, that aspect of putting humour into a really serious, heartfelt message is important for me. I like the juxtaposition of conflicting emotions, which keeps an audience with you and builds rapport.
Very good. Very good. Okay, what's next for you?
Me? Well, my sister and I are travelling to Las Vegas for a break before we fly back to Australia.
Can't get enough of these American casinos, huh?
You didn't lose enough money here?
I've lost about $5 a day.
Oh.
Yes. Actually, this is a turning point. You know, I've got a full-time job. I've got my own business, and now I've got this. So to marry those three is going to take a bit of massaging, and I need to sit down and think, you know, where it is I want to be,
Right.
and what do I want to make of this opportunity, because, you know, God knows and we all know that it is an opportunity
It sure is.
when you become world champion.
And you could go anywhere from here, Mark.
Yeah, could do.
If somebody hasn't told you that,
Yeah.
let me be the first.
Well, I've had invitations from around the world already, you know, to go to conferences.
Right.
And you know, part of the gifting in Toastmasters is doing that. So it's a great privilege to be able to do it.
Well, once again, Mark, congratulations. You did a wonderful job. It was an amazing speech.
Certainly
And,
was.
We're proud of you. As two Toastmasters, we are proud of
We
you.
are.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
All the best to you.
Cheers.
Ryan and I are here with
Paul Galichia. Paul is the co-producer and co-director of SpeakEasy, which is an incredible film. We had an opportunity to preview a rough cut of it last evening, actually. So, Paul, welcome to the Toastmasters podcast. It's great to have
Welcome,
you
Paul.
with us.
It's awesome to be here. It's great, yeah.
How long have you been working on that movie for?
We first turned the cameras on about 2 years ago, and it's been a pretty long journey. But it's been fascinating the entire time. We've been to Toastmasters clubs all over the continent.
Right.
We've tried to become better speakers through osmosis.
Is it working?
I don't know. We're trying to
So
get there.
far, so good.
Yeah,
There were a
you're
lot of
doing well.
ahs and ums on the stage during the evaluation portion last night of the rough cut. But it's been an amazing experience. It's been about 2 years, and in the last about 8 weeks, we've just been in an editing crunch.
Right.
What was your motivation for doing this, for starting this? Are you a Toastmaster?
Not a Toastmaster, no. We're just filmmakers, and we thought it was a fascinating subject for a documentary. We got interested in something like the fear of public speaking, which is obviously a very universal theme for, you know, it's this number one fear, and people really are terrified of it.
Right.
And we felt it was a topic that a lot of people just, you know, pardon the pun, but no one really spoke about.
Right.
Which is, you know, this idea of being able to present and get up in front of people, and what that means, and the implications of it, how important it is in the world that we live in and interact in. And we found out about Toastmasters like at a dinner party, where someone was like telling a great story about someone who was not able to present at all, and went to a Toastmasters program and then knocked it out of the park. And they watched their personal growth, and they're like, you should check out Toastmasters. It's pretty interesting. And then I went to Beverly Hills 90210 Club. It's in my area. And I was, you know, smitten, basically, with what was going on there. And we just started.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And you ended up following several of the contestants leading up to the World Championship of public speaking.
It was very apprentice-like.
What was that like? Was it difficult to kind of get access into people's personal lives? Because you ended up capturing some very personal things from some of the contestants on film. What was that experience like of kind of following them with the cameras?
Well, there were a few things. I mean, we started out saying we went to the World Championships, the 2007 championships, and we met Rich Briner, we met Bryant Ferguson, we met guys like Rory Vaden, something, guys like that. And we started following them because those are the people that we knew. I mean, you don't know how to pick if I knew how to pick the winner at the beginning of a contest of 30,000 people,
right.
I probably wouldn't be making this film and be, in Vegas doing something a little bit more lucrative or something.
Or here at Foxwoods.
Yeah, or Foxwoods. Sorry, at the Foxwoods Casino. So we started doing that, and people were really open with us. They really wanted to talk about what they were doing. Really incredibly accommodating. Everybody at meetings was really amazing to us. And then once we got to the finalists, we traveled around for about a month, just constantly on the road going to see people. And it was really fascinating. People really opened up to us about what speaking meant to them, what Toastmasters meant to them, the personal trials and tribulations that they've had. I mean, there are people who've been some serious things. LaShonda with her lupus. I didn't know about lupus the way that that people experience it, and it's unbelievable what it is and what she's had to go through. And then there are other people. Rich Hopkins is an amputee, and there were a lot of amazing stories. So it did get more personal almost than we were expected it to, but that really gives, we feel, the story, this human drama.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who is the target audience for this movie?
Well, I mean, I think the target audience, when people ask us that, the target audience is everyone. We want everyone to be able to see this movie in a general audience. It's not just for Toastmasters. We obviously want every single person who's in Toastmasters, who's heard of Toastmasters, who's been in it, to see this movie. But we also know that there's an appeal out there in the general public for a documentary film that is really compelling with a lot of humor.
Yeah, there's a ton of humor in the film.
I think it's a pretty funny movie for a while.
Yeah.
And
you've got a lot of interesting characters to work with as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. It's like a Seinfeld episode.
A little bit. We have some people that are really interesting, and kind of at the beginning of the film, you have Miss Teen South Carolina.
Right.
Classic.
Yeah. Here's a really interesting interview, to say the least. She's something. She's a really nice person. But her interviews are just, that's her, and she says some really funny things. And and it was actually meeting the guy who the Boom Goes the Dynamite character, for example.
Yeah.
That's a legendary internet video and a terrible moment of public speaking that's captured forever. So it's funny, and it was insightful too about.
Funny and yet sad in a way at the same time.
I feel bad a little bit for Brian, but you know what? When in his interview, he stood up for himself in a really cool way. He's learned a lot from this experience. So.
Cool.
And he's meshed his way into pop culture.
Oh,
that's something.
and that was one of the things that we were getting at with him. Is not only is it a pretty funny story,
right,
but with him, it kind of shows the pitfalls of a bad public speaking moment. You can be, if you get lost out there. We live in a world now that if you don't know how to present, you get lost. All these kind of things. It's captured. People have it. It's on recording, and then it's on the internet, and then it affects you.
Right.
Sure does.
So that was one of the things that we really wanted to capture, was the pitfalls of being able to.
Well, you did it, in my opinion. Paul, what are the next steps for this movie?
Well, right now we're going to take all the notes, all the amazing feedback. There were about 500 people there last night. We're going to take all that feedback. We're going to go through the forms, the evaluation. We're going to start cutting it down. We knew it was too long last. Somebody came up to me and they're like, this old guy was like, "It's just too long right now." And I said, "Well, I agree with you." So we have to cut it down 20, 25 minutes even. And that's what we're going to go. We're going to go back to the editing room, tweak it. And we're going to get it right for people. And then, so that's the next step, and we'll be submitting it to Sundance and at the film festivals this fall. So we'll probably lock it in September at some point.
All right, good. So where can people find out more about this movie, or how do they purchase it in advance? I mean, what are your plans for that?
As far as distribution is concerned, first of all, you can go to the website SpeakEasyTheMovie.com.
Okay.
And that's the place that we're going to have all the information. It'll be a hub for everyone who wants to know about the film and kind of be a part of it. So SpeakEasyTheMovie.com is where you're going to find out all that kind of information. The way we're going to distribute is going to be a little bit unusual, possibly. Like we're going to go to film festivals, talk about maybe getting a distribution deal with a major independent distributor that'll put it in a movie theater, on your street,
Right.
But if that doesn't happen, we're still going to have screenings. We're going to be out there, and then at some point you're going to know when to buy a DVD. We're going to have downloads for everyone, and we've shot 400 hours of footage. And
wow.
We are leaving out some really magical things. I mean, prison Toastmasters, homeless Toastmasters. So we're planning on having a really big box set that clubs can buy, individuals can buy if they want to know everything public speaking.
Right.
Everything. So that's going to be exciting.
Sounds
too.
great. And the website, once again, is SpeakEasyTheMovie.com.
That's the website, SpeakEasyTheMovie.com.
All right, Paul. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show, and thanks especially for giving a preview of the upcoming film to the Toastmasters convention.
Thanks for having me on. It's great.
Right. All the best.
Thanks.
Well, on Saturday here at the convention, we took the opportunity to speak with several of the attendees, and we asked them a bunch of questions to get their feedback. And the first question that we asked is, how has Toastmasters changed your life? And let's go ahead and listen to some of the responses.
Hi, I'm Tom Weber, a past district governor from District 31 in Massachusetts. And I can tell you that Toastmasters has been an amazing experience for me, learning, growing, becoming a leader, and it's directly responsible for where I am in the business world and the salary I make, because I can outpresent all of my coworkers.
My name is Edward Chen. I'm from Taiwan, District City 7. In Taiwan, we have 145 clubs. It was a fantastic organization. And people find that Toastmasters clubs training can boost their self-confidence as well as public speaking and communication. And in Taiwan, about 80% of the club are English club. People come not only for their public speaking skills, they also come to learn English.
Hi, I'm Mokhlis Rahman. I joined Toastmasters in 1997. It's been over 12 years. I was in District 28, which is Michigan and Ontario. And currently I'm in New York City, which is District 46. The way that Toastmasters have affected me is my own personal listening skill to myself. I didn't used to listen to my inner voice. Now I do much better. And the other thing that excites me every day is when I go to a club and I see somebody gives the icebreaker, and it just brings joys of tears to me. You see the same person after 4 months, you see a totally different, confident, and clear communication. And that inspires me every time I go to a club. Right now I belong to 4 or 5 clubs, and I'm hoping to be in more clubs, because I just think Toastmasters does a superb job of self-confidence and communication skill. Listening more than just speaking.
Hi, my name is Raisa Serebrennik. I represent District 46, club number 4000. I joined Toastmasters in year 2000 without knowing English, and it's motivated me to work on my communicational skills, but most important, I choose the leadership track. I was club president, area and division governor. Last year, I ran for lieutenant governor of marketing. This year, I'm full conference chair for the District 46 conference in New York. So you're welcome to come to our district and enjoy conference. And the most importantly, I love people.
My name is Brian Kavanaugh, District 53, Connecticut, Eastern New York, Western Massachusetts. Been in Toastmasters since 1983. I'm an engineer, which most people don't think have any creativity, but Toastmasters has allowed me to be creative in communication and leadership. So that's why I'm in, and that's why I stay.
Sanjay Murli from Brunswick Toastmasters, New Jersey. Toastmasters has been a big influence in my life. I think I've become a better person overall. It's taught me not only how to speak, but also to listen and be a better and effective leader.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Williams. I am from District 6, Area 35, Club number 8020, Cincinnati, Ohio, Bearcat Toastmasters. How has Toastmasters changed my life? Well, it has given me the confidence to imagine myself on a world stage being an international contender. And that's truly audacious, because before, when I first joined, I only wanted to just improve my leadership and communication skills. I do a lot of presentations for work, but now I actually enjoy them and look forward to them, and have actually gotten paid for doing some of them. So I now imagine myself being paid for a living to talk.
Next, we asked convention attendees to share with us why they decided to join Toastmasters. Let's listen in to what they had to say.
My name is Barry Byron. I'm a member of Princeton Toastmasters. In 2001, I was elected president of a technical writing association with more than 100 members, and the outgoing president recommended that I join Toastmasters to learn leading skills and improve my verbal communication skills. Toastmasters is great.
My name's Jeff Chance. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm a member of the Colorado Currently Speaking Club. I joined Toastmasters 42 years ago. I was driving up the road. I had a career that was starting in engineering, and I heard an ad about Toastmasters, and I joined the club, and I've been with Toastmasters ever since. 6 clubs, 42 years, and I keep coming back because my needs have changed all the time. Now, I'm working on telling stories. I think that everything in life can be condensed down to some story that has some kind of meaning. So that's what I've been working on now, and will continue on for a long time.
Hello, my name is Kiminari Azuma. I'm from Japan. I'm a member of Yamato Bilingual Toastmasters Club and the Fantasista Toastmasters Club, which is an advanced bilingual Toastmasters Club. 9 years ago, I joined Toastmasters Club because I was a manager to lead a weekly meeting in English, but I didn't know how to lead a meeting in English. So I searched internet and found Toastmasters Club, which was really a life-changing decision. That's why I'm here today.
My name is Eldon Plattner. I live in Nebraska City, Nebraska. I belong to District 24, Club Tri-State Toastmasters. I've been a Toastmaster for about 6 years. I joined Toastmasters in order to improve my presentation skills and leadership skills, and also to help other people get over the fear of public speaking, which all the statistics I know, it's 90% of the people would rather get dragged through a field with wild horses than to get up and stand in front of people and speak publicly. And to that end, I have dedicated myself to getting that done. I've had a great time. I've learned a lot, and I've met an awful lot of nice people along the way. And Toastmasters is a self-improvement program that you get out of it what you put into it.
Why did you decide to attend the international convention? That was the next question we asked, and here's what some of the attendees had to say.
Hi, my name is Jay Mehta. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I recently joined Toastmasters. I'm an engineer by profession, and I was told that Toastmasters help anyone improve on their public speaking and presentation skills. And I saw this Toastmasters International Convention as an opportunity for myself to improve on public speaking and presentation skills, and it seemed like a crash course, and so far it's been a great convention for me. Thank you.
My name is Jeff Thomas. I live in Trumbull, Connecticut, and the original plan was not to attend the international conference. I'm a Toastmaster at Trumbull, but as it turns out, my fiance is with the NSA, and they had a booth outside. The problem with having the international conference in your hometown is you have everything you have to do in your hometown, and so I basically had to clear away schedule, but I realize now that it was definitely worth it, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next one.
Hi, my name is Adam Cornfield. I'm from New York, New York. And I came to the convention because I understood that these were the best speakers in the entire world. This was the Olympics of speaking. And if I wanted to learn anything, this was the place to come and to learn from the best. So far I've learned, and it's been well worth my time.
Hi, my name is Pierre Duplessis, and I'm from Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada, and we live close to the North Pole. I came to this conference to meet up with people I've met before from all over the world. I've got some friends now in Japan, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, and many other parts in Europe, apart from North America and other parts in Canada. It has really expanded my vision of the world, my connections, my networking all over the world. And I just enjoy the experience, learning from other people's experience, and they all enrich my life. I feel that it is enriching and helping me grow further as a Toastmaster and as a person in general.
Finally, we asked attendees to share with us their impression of the 2009 International Convention. Let's listen in once again.
Hello, my name is Heather Lane, and I am from Toledo, Ohio. And the International Conference this year has been very exciting, especially the speech contest. It was so close, so hard to call this year because we have such excellent speakers this year. And not that we didn't have excellent speakers before, but this year was particularly difficult to call. Overall, it has been very interesting, and I am looking forward to next year, 2010.
Hello, I'm Isabel Arnold, and I'm here at the World Convention of Toastmasters, and I've come across to the USA from England, from Leeds City Toastmasters. And through Toastmasters, I have actually made friends in USA because I come to visit my sister quite regularly in Connecticut. So I've joined up with Torrington Toastmasters from time to time when I visit. And so I'm enjoying the conference today in the company of my fellow Toastmasters from Torrington and looking forward to telling the people in Leeds all about it.
Hi, my name is Lisa, and I am from New York. I come from New York. We drove here this morning, and it's definitely worth the ride. I brought with me my nephew who came from Moscow, from Russia, and he joined the Toastmasters Club in Russia, so he came a lot longer of a trip than I did. And I always love the conventions. It's my first international, and Mark, who was the top speaker, the winner, he was amazing, and so were the other people. So I love that, and I love Toastmasters. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ilya. I'm from Moscow, and I want to tell you about my experience of this convention. I think it was really amazing. There were a lot of funny speeches, very interesting speeches, and I think I had some new knowledge, and this knowledge also attached my life. There were a lot of very good and interesting messages of these speeches. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Zia. I'm from the New York Toastmasters Club 1949, and this is my first time at the International Convention here in Connecticut. It's definitely been very inspirational. There have been a plethora of speakers, all equally impressive. I actually tried to judge a little bit and got stuck because everyone had 99 on my tally sheet. So this has definitely been a wonderful experience for me, and it's something that I would definitely do again. Overall, this has been an excellent session, and I can't wait for next year.
Alrighty, well that's it for today's episode. In fact, that's it for our convention special. This is the last day of the convention. And Ryan, I don't know about you, but I had a wonderful time.
Absolutely. Looking forward to going to the President's Dinner Dance tonight and just celebrating.
And I also want to give a big thanks to Greg Gazin. Greg, thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
For pitching in here when I was gone and rounding up some of these folks for the interviews. You did a wonderful job.
It was my pleasure. I mean, any opportunity to meet more exciting Toastmasters, and they really had some fantastic and exciting and fairly interesting things to say.
They did.
Absolutely.
They certainly did. Greg, are you going to the dinner dance tonight?
Absolutely. The excitement continues.
Great.
It does. But unfortunately, the excitement of this podcast will not, because this is it for our podcasting for the convention. Ryan, what if people want to leave some feedback?
If they want to leave us some feedback, they can give us a call at our voicemail listener feedback line, which is 1-888-451-8862. They can send us an email, podcast@toastmasters.org. They can send us a tweet on Twitter @TheTMPodcast, or finally, they can post on our blogs at toastmasterspodcast.com.
Very good. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this coverage of the 2009 International Convention here in Connecticut. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Isn't it about time you published that book you've been thinking about? We can help with that. At ebookit.com, we've been providing authors and small presses with ebook publishing services since 2010. Visit us today at ebookit.com and let us know how we can help you.